There you go. Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful time. Welcome back to the Versus Stream episodes. We are on episode 8. Alucard from Castlevania, the Netflix show and the games, versus Alucard from Hellsing and Hellsing Ultimate, and Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, because we all know that bitches love cannons.
Yeah.
So, this one was actually recommended by the co-host Geeky Pixie, or not Geeky Pixie, sorry. Riot Kitty. Jeez. Whoops. Anyway, Riot Kitty recommended this one, so she got the seat of honor on the on this one. So,
Hey.
Riot, how you doing?
I'm doing all right today. Got some video troubles, but other than that, it's been going good.
It's good to hear. And then we also have Angela Straven. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Looking forward to debating which one of these Alucards would kick the crap out of the other Alucard.
Nice. And we got the wonderful Geeky Pixie. How are you?
Hello. Just dealing with a stupid internet troll, as always.
Yeah.
Fucking Zach Brannigan.
Oh, him?
Yep.
Like I said, he's less important than Christ to an atheist.
He tried
But
to
anyway.
argue me, and that was a wrong idea, because now my followers are now going at him.
And also rounding out this lovely panel is Caitlin. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Good.
Good.
And if you ever do start up a YouTube channel, you got the perfect name on Twitter.
I finally found it. I was like playing around with it a little bit, and I finally found what I was looking for. So
Nice.
Like, nerd with a cigar. Dude, keep that.
I was like, nobody took this? Wow. Lucky me.
Yeah. So Alucard Castlevania versus Alucard Hellsing. Now, alrighty, who's gonna
Agreed.
win? So yeah, Riot and Angelus both say Hellsing. Geeky.
I said Hellsing.
Oh, you said Hellsing. I thought Riot.
Oh yeah, I didn't say anything actually.
Okay, Riot. Who's gonna win? Or who's your vote?
I have to give it to Castlevania Alucard.
And Caitlin.
Well, so I have a confession to make. I was first introduced to Alucard when I was watching Team 4-Star when they did the abridged version.
Yeah.
And then they
Me
said
too,
something in the
actually.
beginning like, hey, go watch the real thing.
The
And
official
so,
release.
and then I did. I was like, okay, yeah, absolutely. So I watched it and I was like, this is so badass. So, and then, so I think I watched Hellsing first before I watched Castlevania, because I watched Castlevania on Netflix quite a bit afterwards. So I always feel like your first experience is always your best. So I'm a little bit biased. But now that I'm hearing all of you guys also side with me, I'm like, maybe I do have a right thing, maybe I was right.
Yeah.
Dude, Hellsing is freaking badass.
Right?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's like the ultimate version of Dracula.
Mhm.
And
Sure.
yes, folks, while Castlevania Alucard is indeed Dracula's son, this Alucard in Hellsing is actually Dracula himself. He just goes by Alucard.
Mhm.
So I should clarify that.
Which in some of the things
And he
that
kind of-
is Dracula's like, his like
Son.
undercover kind of
Or yeah,
name that he uses
Right.
to like go
I see it
incognito.
more as kind of a split personality almost.
in a way, you're absolutely right, because he looks and acts differently when he or when he goes full Drac.
For sure.
Now, one of the coolest things about Hellsing Alucard is
He has a gun.
Well, he has two guns, but that not only that, he
Big
literally told, or he in the abridged version, He completely, he's like, when he's talking to Satan, he's like, hey, can I get a dog back? No, they're mine now. I just love it. It's like, holy shit, dude. Did you just tell Satan that you're taking, or you're keeping the dog, his hellhounds? So, holy shit. But yeah, other than, or also apart from that, though, in the real Hellsing, good luck killing this guy.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is, when you think about it, and we will get further into it, this is one vampire that you cannot honestly kill unless you kill him millions of times. Because when he consumes a soul, he can literally use that soul as a shield to protect his own, well, or lack thereof. I mean, this Alucard also drained and consumed the soul of a literal contradiction, Schrodinger's cat, and became omnipresent after 30 years of dealing with all the shit inside of him. Which I absolutely love the abridged version of, because it turned into a huge therapy session.
Yep.
How you doing, JetSparks373? Good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Are you new to my channel? If you are, welcome to the channel. But yep, we're talking Alucard Castlevania versus Alucard Hellsing Ultimate. And yeah, but one thing I will also say about Alucard Castlevania is
He has PTSD.
Say what?
He has PTSD.
Well, that, yes. And I'm also questioning whether or not he's a eunuch, but I already know he's not a eunuch because of season 3. And I don't want to spoil too much, but when he's fighting Belmont in season 1, he literally gets kneed in the nuts, and he's like, really? This isn't a bar fight. Have some class.
Well, he probably got hit there so many times that it doesn't feel anything.
Well, if you've seen season 3, you know that's not true.
Well, I mean, he can ignore pain for so much. It's just
Well,
a mind training thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he probably was able to take that like, okay, that's just a one time. I'm okay.
Yeah.
And depending on how much force is hitting there is how much pain he can withstand.
But yep. Also, this Alucard from Castlevania, he does have a healing factor that is pretty Wolverine-ish or Wolverine-like, but he can control it to a degree. It's like you can obliterate him, he'll come back. But if you do obliterate his body with holy weapons, you could eventually put him down.
Yeah.
Where this Alucard from Hellsing,
It don't matter what you do.
yeah, you could literally use the cross or the stab him in the heart with a freaking holy, like literal holy relic, and he'd be like,
I know.
What next?
Castlevania Alucard is also affected by water as well, unless he has a specific item to stop him from taking damage from that.
Yes. He actually, or in the Castlevania universe, vampires do have a weakness towards water. And I'm like, how does that work? Because if you really think about it, air does have some water in it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you think about
Well,
it,
I think it's holy water, maybe, and not just regular water.
I know in Symphony of the Night, in the catacombs, the water in general that down there, you take damage when you're in it. It's possible because it is on top of or the castle is on top of it, so it's possible that it's blessed water.
Yeah, then it was probably blessed.
Yeah, I think it's blessed water, honestly, from what I've seen of the weakness to water. It's always near a holy place.
Yeah.
But yes, this Alucard does have a weakness to holy relics. And that whip that Belmont hits him with
Mhm.
that looks like a leather whip.
Second whip.
But
The first one he had is leather, but the one that he gets later on is like a chain whip.
Yeah. But the leather whip is still no slouch. How you doing, Devin Baker? Good to see you.
Oh no, it's no slouch. The very thing he uses to hit you with has a holy magic on it.
Yes, that was exactly it.
The
It's like
blade or whatever.
he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's
Because
like,
when
I can catch it. Why did that hurt me?
yeah, because Alucard, it's like, okay, that actually hurt, and it's not healing immediately. This man is dangerous.
I need to get rid of this whip. Why not
Yep.
just get rid? I mean, I wonder if you could just cut the leather.
He tried in the show. He actually had it around the blade, and he tried turning the blade a little bit to slice into it. It wouldn't work.
It's because it's a holy a holy item or a magical weapon.
So only a holy weapon would be able to cut it.
Yeah, I would think so.
Now, this doesn't go to say that Alucard Hellsing is completely invincible. While yes, it really is hard to kill him, he does feel pain. He does actually lose, or he can lose blood and therefore go to
A hibernation state, basically.
yeah, aestheticization or something like that. I was just reading up on it. It's like,
Helsing used rest.
oh, it looks like that you have a fan in the chat, Gigi.
Yep. Hey, Jet.
Aw.
But yeah, everybody, feel free to smack that like button or shoot it like a vampire gun or stab it with a stake, whatever you wish to do.
Spray it with holy water.
There you go. Just don't do that on your computer because, well, your computer would then be dead. But yes, so these two are going to fight, and it's definitely going to be a battle of attrition because, like I said, Hellsing, Ultimate, Alucard, he is basically Dracula. If he decides to use his life hack or his hashtag life hack, where he conjures up all those souls at once, then Alucard from Castlevania will have an opening. Is going to be like, okay, I can go after him now.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
only if Alucard does not start to binge feed. Because he actually can feed off of the kill of others, which they did
Yep,
in...
like the Catholic Church and their peoples. And
he just
that's
hangs
nasty.
around battlefields. Yeah, he hangs around battlefields, and he's just like, all right, feeding time. And it's just more souls. It's just more souls to put in front of him, you know? And I absolutely love the line from the abridged version. He's like, oh, I don't mind, but I brought some friends. Associates? Slaves. I brought slaves.
I actually need to finish watching the rest of Ultimate. I've seen more of the Hellsing abridged than I have of all of Ultimate.
Oh my god!
and it's awesome.
It is.
Yeah, you should watch. You should watch the full Ultimate thing. It's only 10 episodes, like the
Yeah,
average.
I watched the first 3, and then Ultimate abridged came out, and then I watch that every year, and yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, we have. Or how do you think they will win? So let's get into that. Right, Kitty. How do you think? You said Castlevania, right?
Yes.
All right. How do you think he'll win it?
Like I said, he would most likely win because Alucard will use his life hack. And honestly, Alucard, when he does that, he gets very, very. He's basically the embodiment of gluttony, almost. The sin of gluttony, and that he is very easily distracted because of that. So So Alucard can definitely come up and stab him in the face. Bam. Or, well, in simplified terms, so.
Yeah. So you're basically thinking that it will take a while. He'll actually convince Hellsing to use his purge.
Well, honestly, I think it's basically, it comes down to Alucard's enjoyment of the fight, the Hellsing version. Like,
Yeah.
he likes fighting, he likes death. So if Alucard can get him to that spot, then he will very easily trigger his life hack.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants to. Because literally, he was having the time of his life in London, seeing everyone fight each other. So,
oh, that was great.
I mean, and even in the non-abridged show, the real show, the official show, he's like, this is great. And then when they said release restraint level 0, it's like, fuck. I mean, even Alexander Anderson, the greatest weapon of the Vatican Church, he's like, it's as if everyone can see it coming or can feel it coming. Something terrible is about to happen. If we can't put this monster down, we may all be doomed.
Yep. Rest in peace, Alexander Anderson.
Yep, pal. So, Angelus, you said Alucard Hellsing would win. Your reasoning?
Just the sheer power and the abilities that he has. I think that he would just overtake Castlevania Alucard. I know Castlevania Alucard has technically destroyed Dracula, but in Castlevania, yeah, and since Castlevania's Dracula always keeps coming back, and Hellsing is literally Dracula, I think that he's gonna win in the end anyway. So,
all right, Geeky.
Huh?
What's your reasoning behind your choice?
Reason why? Well, because Hellsing, I watched only one movie of it in the Castlevania show. I really didn't see Dracula being all that powerful. I mean, a human was about to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
And then a half vampire was about to kill him. So it's like, if he's all this powerful, why is a human and a half human basically able to almost wipe this person out? He's supposed to be one of the most powerful anti-gods.
Well, to be fair, to be 100% fair, the Dracula in Castlevania was also a very melancholy figure. This was a man with a broken heart, and he knew that he wanted to waste the world. He wanted to waste it, lay it to waste and whatnot. But he was also willing to die because he wanted to be with the woman he loved. So he was literally torn in two, not literally, but figuratively. Yeah, figuratively. So allowing himself to be killed, he still put up a hell of a fight because he was throwing around Alucard like it was nothing.
Yeah.
He's like, you're my son. You're half of what I am.
There's the shenanigans about to go.
She's about to start?
Well, she just sent me the link to get ready.
Alrighty.
So,
you dipping out now?
See you next time.
Alrighty. Thank you for stopping in, Geeky.
Yep. Alright. Bye, Geeky.
Take care.
Later.
Caitlin.
His son was a butt pirate? What?
Maybe he wanted to die because his son was a butt pirate. Oh, Luminous Mind Games. Yeah, you're referencing third season. We don't really want to spoil that for Angelus. But kind of.
I actually haven't watched season 3 either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on season 2.
I will not spoil it then. Basically,
because it's really good.
Yeah. To basically give you some context without spoiling.
Mm-hmm.
Alucard
Did they make Alucard gay?
No, they made him bi.
Oh, that makes sense.
I mean, vampires are bisexual by nature, basically.
Oh, okay.
Mostly
Yeah.
because they don't give a shit.
Yeah, they don't care.
So he screws it, guy.
Well, I'm not going to say.
I'm okay with that. That sounds hot.
Well, basically,
No, like the
I like
studio who makes Castlevania and Blood of Zeus, they make really hot guys, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Well, I love how freaking Belmont literally refers. He's like, "You got this floating vampire Jesus over here."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wasn't Jesus a brunette? But okay. I do love his sword, though. That sword was pretty cool. Very long. Not something you would want to mess with. Caitlin, your reasoning behind your choice.
Well, like everybody said, Hellsing's Alucard is way more powerful. It's kind of like if you put, I don't know, what I want to see as a nerd is similar to the Kong versus Godzilla movie we just saw. I want to see a 3-fight sequence, where 2 out of 3 times he gets knocked out. But then that third time you think he has a victory, but then he gets knocked down again.
Yeah.
And then dies slowly.
I'm actually reading the book to GVK.
I just want it to be dramatic, whatever happens.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, trust me, this fight would be. So, yeah. So
Also a lot of blood.
Yeah, so much blood. I want to see Tarantino-style blood. Lucy Liu blood.
That's why Ultimate is so great, because if you watch just the regular Hellsing, there's not as much blood, and
actually they do a lot of bloodletting in the original Hellsing.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as kills and stuff, they weren't as graphic, I felt, compared to Ultimate. At least in the first 3 episodes that I watched of Ultimate.
You're talking about Hellsing and then Hellsing Ultimate, yeah.
Yeah, and then Hellsing Ultimate. Yeah, it's way more bloody in Hellsing Ultimate than it is at Hellsing. And the ending of regular Hellsing was just terrible.
To be honest, I never saw Hellsing. I just saw Hellsing Ultimate.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple episodes of Hellsing.
In the original, he gets killed by this basically created vampire called Incognito, and he basically gets disintegrated by him and then just reforms. And the whole series just hints at the fact that he might be Dracula. It never actually comes out and says that he's Dracula.
Yeah, I think they created that dude because they were finishing the anime before the manga was.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
I like how they basically confirmed it in Ultimate, but they didn't confirm it at the end where he comes out with his level 0 restraint removal. He actually he has the flashback between him and Van Helsing. And I love the Ultimate abridged version of it. He's like, "What say you now, demon? The aristocrats." and he just fucking stabs him out of spite. He's like, "Oh." It's like, God damn it.
I just like the scene in the abridged when he comes back to Andrew WK. And then shows up.
Oh my God,
and the one guy from the basically the Baptist church freaking talks.
Anderson
shoots him right in the head.
Well, I like the running joke that no one's able to they just figure out that Alucard backwards is Dracula.
Oh my God, yeah.
It goes on for the final episodes, and then Anderson shows up. It's like I want him. It's like Alucard is just my name backwards. It's like I know.
Shut up and bring him out. I love that. No, it's just my name spelled. Of course I do. Shut up and bring him out. But I love that. It's like, time the fuck out. If we are doing this, and we are doing this, I ain't gonna come swinging at Dracula. I'm killing Alucard. It's dude, it's the same guy. But I do love the Nazis too because they're like, it's sort of hilarious in a mundane way, isn't it? What is that, Major? The fact that these waffle munchers never put it together that Alucard backwards is Dracula. I mean, Bishop Maxwell freaking going like full retard. I mean, he's like, "I shall be the new god of this world." All right, let me go have a wee chat. Freaking then Hellsing chick, Sir Integra is like, "Oh, I have an idea, woman. Why not write down a formal protest? Don't you dare! You can nail it to his door. Don't you fucking dare! Like a Protestant." And if you put on the Canadian captions, they turn the Canadian captions into a blooper captions. And you hear, or you see one of them being like, "Damn, she went there."
I like his letter to the Pope too.
Oh, dude, she
maybe
Signed
like
the crimson fucker.
That's right. I'm gonna fuck the fear turkey.
Yeah.
I'm on Twitter at the crimson fucker. And the thing is, that's an actual Twitter account.
Really?
Yeah, except that they haven't tweeted in a while.
Oh,
It's funny.
That's funny.
But I love it. It's Nazis. Santegra, what's the wrong? It's the fucking Nazis. He just
Of course
lives.
it is.
He just
Always
lives
Nazis.
to give.
Exactly.
Always.
Oh, cool.
Alright.
Soul Assassin shared out the stream.
Yep. My money's on the shit talking vampire, and he has to head out. Family stuff.
Aw.
Take it
Bye,
easy,
Soul Assassin.
Thank you
Here,
for
Soul.
stopping in, buddy. I forgot. I just got the notification when I was at the corner store. Dude, what the hell are you doing at the corner store? Better not be looking for hookers.
That's exactly what he's looking for.
Yeah, he's got to go assassinate some hooker souls.
Lord.
Is everybody still there? Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, because it just sounded like everybody just dropped out. Weird. But so yeah, we're just basically talking about favorite parts here, folks, because it's pretty much a one-sided battle.
Yet again.
But there are variables that could allow it to be more evened out. Now, there is
And they're
just
both hot.
Yes,
You just want to see them bang it out.
yes, right. Have them bang it out.
You might have found out. You might
Goddamn.
have just found out by secondary reasoning.
Jesus, what happened to the Riot Kitty I used to know? The one that.
Or maybe instead of having them fight, have a team up.
That's what I was
They
thinking.
fight.
There you
Have them
go.
both
Against
Like in-
Satan or something.
like in GVK where they like, you know,
And then have
Go
like a
against each other
Diablo
and then have
add-on
a-
or something.
yeah, have like a bigger threat that have to team up and fight.
You don't know what this should have been? This should have been Dracula versus Alucard from.
Yeah,
Hellsing.
I kind of thought that. I mean, do you want to go over that too?
We could. I mean, that would actually be a more even battle, to be 100% honest.
Yeah,
That
I
would
kind of thought about it afterwards. I'm like, yeah, it probably would be more like Dracula versus Alucard. But
because here's the thing, folks. Dracula in that one, or in Castlevania, literally can talk through clouds, rain demons upon everybody.
Yep.
Yep.
He is like twice as fast as Alucard, or his son. I mean, his son is whipping around with the shadow form movement.
He's his demon form too.
Yeah,
As well.
he also has his demon form. And it's speculated that Alucard actually has a demon form, but you never see it. And when his
I
son
think the
was doing
closest
that,
is like the Hellhounds, but that's
yeah,
I don't believe he actually has a demon form. But
Hellsing Ultimate Alucard or Dracula, he actually does, or he's literally like an antimatter. He can just be like a dark phase, which makes him invulnerable.
Yeah, his shadow form or whatever with the eyes.
His shadow form.
Yep.
And it's like, holy shit, what the hell is this guy? But I do like I believe in the awakening of Dracula in Hellsing, because they show it near the end of Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, or where Integra basically comes across Dracula. And he's like, hold on, let me get some sip. And I just love that. It's like, I said, let me get some sip. The way that he just rips the dude's face off and just starts drinking, it's like, yeah. That's awesome.
So,
anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, dude. He just literally just ripped his face, or top half of his face off, and just started drinking.
Yep.
Yep.
It's kind of like how, has everybody seen Kong versus Godzilla?
Yeah.
You know how Kong like rips off his head and starts like drinking his brains? You're like,
oh my god, yeah. When he killed the warbat, yeah.
Yeah, it's the
He's
same. It's the same.
I'm a little parched. It's like, dude, yeah. Drink the blood of your enemies and gain their power.
Gain their power. Exactly.
I mean, I was waiting for Kong to just sprout wings.
Oh my god.
Dope.
It's not that kind of gorilla, but
that would have been awesome. That would have freaking been awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I would have totally cackled like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Give me Mecha Ghidorah. That's what I want.
You basically had it.
With
you had Mecha Godzilla. You had Mecha Godzilla, but it was literally possessed by Ghidorah.
It's true, but I want actual Mecha Ghidorah.
A lot of people are saying that we're going to get Mecha Ghidorah, and it's like, no, you're not. You're going to get Mecha Godzilla. Because they're like, well, the severed head, it's like, yeah, but here's the thing. You could put, or that body, or that head is not going to regrow a body. Also, here's another thing. Mecha Ghidorah only has one, count them, one mechanized head. Now, we're getting way too off track.
Yep.
I know.
I was like, how the frick did we go with Godzilla versus
Yeah. So, maybe another versus stream we can cover Godzilla versus Kong. Because, believe it or not, that might actually be a big debate, because a lot of people were pissed off about Kong losing too much. Now,
I thought they did pretty good respect for both characters, to be honest.
They really did.
I think they did. I think they had an even battle, honestly. And although I was sad Kong did lose, I feel like it was a good fight. So,
but back to Battle of the Vampires here.
Yeah, you want to do Dracula versus Alucard?
Yeah, Dracula versus Alucard, because here's the thing. I still give it to Hellsing, because 3 million souls. He would definitely. But this one is, or
he might lose a million souls.
He might lose. He might lose like a couple million, or he could actually convict, because this Dracula is very smart, and he would realize that you're not dying the way you should be. You got others inside you. Bring them all out. And Hellsing would take the bait, man. He would.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, he's very greedy. That's why I give it to Castlevania Alucard, because of that.
He might literally
very greedy.
Devin Baker, have we bored you, mate?
The welcome.
Both father and son are very tactical, so they are not very greedy.
Yeah,
they don't go full on force attack. So
yeah,
you what, buddy?
I am bread, maybe.
Are you gonna say you're Groot? I am Groot.
Is this a guessing game now?
I mean, it's an interesting subject. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I know, at least in the game, Alucard from Castlevania has killed Death himself as well. So
yeah, and Satan.
Well,
So that's fun.
yeah.
Here's another thing. Alucard, Castlevania is actually faster than bullets. So
Yep.
the guns wouldn't work. I gotta sneeze.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's why I say like he could trigger that thing, the life hack, very easily. Honestly, because
Yeah.
he would just dodge around until Alucard releases the life.
Yeah, but didn't the guy with the cards do a lot of dodging and shit too?
Yeah, yep,
Hurricane
and
Alejandro,
then
yeah.
Alucard released restraint level 1, I think, maybe.
Yep.
Or
He
something.
went level 1 on him.
Yep.
He's like, release restraint, level 1. And, well, then he's like, yeah.
Yeah, and also
Yep.
the Valentine brother.
Yep.
I don't remember his name,
Luke.
but yeah.
Luke.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
Luke.
Luke. Things are looking up for this Valentine. It's like, dude, don't talk.
I am a demigod.
I know, really? Really?
Yeah, and he also released
Release
restraint
restraint
on him as well.
Yeah.
So I think he would very easily release restraint on Castlevania. So
Yep. Release restraint, level 1. Level what? Now he just gets his legs bit off and shot off, and it's like, I'm on the stairs. Just gotta get up the stairs. If I can get up the stairs, I can. Oh, fuck. And I absolutely love the line he gives. He's like, you know, they say that TV makes you violent, but I say not having my TV is making me pretty fucking violent. And it's like, what's wrong, demigod? You were talking all that good shit a few seconds ago, and then I blew your fucking legs off. Come on, just grow back your legs. Summon your demons. Hit me! Fight me! Give me
unfortunately, that's the downside to artificial vampire.
Yeah. It's like,
Yep.
give me a hug. Really? Oh my god. And I love how he pulls the epic mealtime on him. Hey, we're on epic mealtime. I'm the sauce boss. Tonight, we're in this blonde demigod wannabe bitch. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, Tegra, who does that? Oh, that's Alucard, the one we were talking about. You see, this is what he has to do when he's left to his own devices. So what was that about our budgetary issue? Issue? What issue? I didn't hear an issue. Shut up and take our money. I love it. And it's like, then he and the queen. That was great. You guys remember
Yeah, that was.
like, oh, you know, just let this say that mising me up, and then you hear frickin' Sir Penwood, oh, I can never have sex again.
It's just,
I'm like, oh my god.
it's just freaking weird, but yeah, honestly, but I do think Dracula would have an easier time of taking out Alucard than
In a way,
Alucard.
yes, he would go methodical. He would also go brutal because we know that Dracula can go brutal. He would summon up demons. He would go all out. But
Yeah,
then
he like
Sir
rained
Penwood-
fire down on a crowd of people, and then there's like, here's the demons.
It's like, demons, get him. Oh, bitch, please. I got a dog.
He would have a full castle to get through too, to get to Dracula as well.
That too. But here's
A
the
nice floating castle. I mean, that would be a good arena for a fight, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I would.
Mhm.
He's like, if you can get through my castle, I will kill you. Ooh, catty. All right, I'll take that bet. I mean, that's how I see it. He would actually get there. He would possibly win. Here's the thing. Out of 10, if it's between Alucard and Alucard, I would give it 7 to Hellsing and 3 to Alucard. Castlevania. If it's Dracula versus Alucard, I would give it 5 to 5.
Yeah, I could see that.
I would actually give it a 5 to 5. Because here's the thing. They're both tactical. Alucard and Dracula from Castlevania. They're both equally intelligent. They're both tactical. They'll focus on the fight. Where you got Alucard, who's literally the embodiment of the 7 deadly sins, and will just fuck with you every chance you get. I mean, look how he screwed around with Walter in his final pitch. It's like, I mean, just look how he's like, what, am I not moe enough for you?
Oh my god.
I love Walter.
He just completely mind fucked with Walter. He's like, or you finally get to stick it in me and you put it in the wrong hole.
That's what he said.
Yep. Oh, please, Walter. The only reason why you did this was because you never heard, and I'm not going to say what she said, because it's like, no, I don't speak Japanese, and I could, but I'm not going that high pitched. I mean, it just sounded way too hentai. But anyway, I also love how he gets split in two. He's like, "Oh, Walter, you're splitting me in two. Now, why don't you do it another 3 million times? Why don't you?" I'm like, well, if a guy did that to a woman, quack. Anyway, how's this thing charging? Is it at 100 yet? No, it's at 99, but hey, that's close enough. Anyway.
He has Police Girl as well to do.
Oh, yes, he has
the Saris Victoria.
Yeah,
who actually embraces the gift in this instead of...
She had to, because it's like she wasn't going to win unless she did.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it's like, well, no offense to any women, I'm not being sexist. I do.
Well, Walter, I think, saves her in the original.
Yeah, I am.
But yeah,
I am only repeating a line from an abridged series. Big titty police girl. Anyway. Well, here's the thing, dude. She literally snapped the bands from her rifles with her boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hot.
Yeah, that is hot. I mean,
super hot.
However, she doesn't reload her gun with her boobs like the girl from Grenadier does.
Okay, now I just want to see what that Grenadier thing is. That's just weird.
That is interesting. I guess.
Yeah, she's like a cowboy, and she uses her boob cleavage to reload her 6-shooter.
Neat.
How the fuck? Dude, send me a link for that shit. Because that's just
I wonder if you guys be curious about this, but there is a literal ship girl.
There's an episode where she has to actually fight what I forget what she had to fight exactly, but she has to fight it and she's not wearing any clothes while she does it, so she's kind of like at a disadvantage.
Okay, I seriously need some links because this is just getting way too interesting.
Juicy.
Yeah. Moist. Anyway, that's what she said. So yeah, let's get to the out of 10s, and then we'll continue just going down memory lane with our favorite Alucard, Dracula moments and whatnot. So out of 10, Riot, between Dracula and Alucard, and then Alucard versus Alucard. How would you do it?
Dracula versus Alucard. I would probably give it 6-4.
Okay.
It'll be close, but I think Dracula come out on top. And Alucard versus Alucard, you know what? I know that I just wanted because they have the same name because they're both hot. But I would give it probably I would actually give it the opposite. It would be 4 to Alucard, Castlevania, and 6 to Alucard of Hellsing. So,
alrighty, Caitlin, Alucard, and then Alucard Dracula.
Alucard. So I would give Hellsing 7 versus Alucard. I would give him a 3. I think it would be a little bit more damaging in that fight. And then Dracula, yeah, I think it would be a little bit closer. It'd either be 5-5 or 6-4.
Yeah.
it wouldn't be like a complete wipeout. It would be a closer fight.
All right. Draven?
Probably 8 to Alucard from Hellsing and 2
versus Alucard or
versus Alucard.
Okay.
2 for him. Just because of the sheer abilities, I think he would just manhandle Castlevania Alucard, and then Dracula versus Alucard from Hellsing, I think would probably be evenly matched with a 5-5.
All right, yeah, that's fair. Now, there is a line that is very fitting from the Abridged series that would actually go perfect with Alucard versus Alucard. You see, this blonde little shit strolled into my room, destroyed my 70-inch plasma TV, and is now trying to impress me like I'm his alcoholic father. Be a dear and get daddy another beer, would you? Tell me that isn't just fitting because, well, Dracula is Alucard's dad.
Right.
In one way or another, quasi. Because it's like, oh my god, imagine if it was Alucard that walked into that room after destroying the 70-inch TV. That would just be perfect. Be a dear and get daddy another beer, would you? It'd be like, holy shit, man. I am surprised that didn't get any laughs.
Yeah.
There you go.
I have delayed reactions to humor.
I do too. I mean, sometimes it takes me years, sometimes it takes me months, sometimes it takes me weeks. And sometimes it takes me, well, a couple minutes. That's what she said. Shut up. Anyway. Yes, I argue with myself on a daily basis, folks. I like
It's
that.
okay. I talk to myself too sometimes.
Sign of intelligence. Or so they say.
See,
I'm not sure about that.
Boob cleavage related.
I know
I'll share my screen.
Alrighty. Share your screen, sir. What shall we see?
Okay.
I'm gonna close my eyes, and when I open them, it'll be back. It's not here. Alrighty, here we are. So let's see what this is. Hold on.
That's boob cleavage reload.
Okay, so wow, so she just bounces it off her boobs.
I feel like I
Yeah.
might have seen this, but I don't know. The art style looks familiar.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's a pretty good anime despite the fan service. That's obviously there.
Dude, message me that in Twitter so I can watch it more stable after the stream.
And then there's another one I have too that I'll show you.
Do not show me the one that she's naked because I do not want this damn thing pulled.
She is not naked. I'm not that much of a dick.
You are a guy, right?
that this is true. I'm more of an asshole than a dick.
That's what she said.
But this is the
That's
other
what
one.
Dennis Leary said. Alrighty, let's see what it shows because yes, my thing is slow, folks. So yeah. Okay, what is it looking like? Are you sure? Because it looks like I'm seeing ass there, man.
No, that's her tit
Booty,
cleavage.
booty, booty, rock.
All right.
So yeah. And the only reason she has an issue when she's naked is because she doesn't have a place to hold the bullets like in her clothes to like pop them out.
Yeah.
Pop the bullets out.
Have clothes.
Okay. Wow. So yeah, folks, we have learned that there are chicks in anime that can reload a 6-shooter with their boobs.
Exactly.
This is
another unrealistic expectation for women.
This is my tribute to Lethal Lightning and the Philosophy, which I would say tune in tomorrow night, but well, I had to move this back 24 hours. So yeah. This was actually a very good one. And as for my final scores, if it's Alucard, which I think I already gave, but that's subject to change. So if it's Alucard versus Alucard, Hellsing wins 7, 8 out of 10. Where if it's Dracula versus Dracula, I do believe it would actually be a 5 out of 5. It would be like they would be pretty dead heat. Because honestly, it really is very interesting to see how these fights would go out. I mean, Dracula, Castlevania Dracula would be he would be studying Alucard as he made his way through the castle. Even though Alucard would just be going pew 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 with his guns, he'd be like, "Fuck you, man." You honestly, or give me a freaking challenge. I mean, he wouldn't, or with the vampire minions, he wouldn't even release restraint. He probably wouldn't even release restraint until he got up to Dracula. Be like, all right, I'll release restraint level 1. Okay, now we're talking. We're having some fun. Let's go to level or release restraint level 0. Purge. Okay, now you're dead.
I mean, I'm just kind of imagining abridged Alucard as a Castlevania protagonist. It'd be significantly more dirty.
Yes, it would.
And less noble.
Yeah. Well, you two are in for a lovely surprise with season 3 of Castlevania.
Yeah, I definitely need to get back and watch it. I think I've like 1-2 episodes left in season 2, so
I mean, they go places in there. Yeah, they go there.
Yeah, I mean, I quite obviously have a type.
Well, you're definitely gonna get that type. Trust me.
Yep.
There's sex scenes in freaking season 3.
Cool.
She's like, yes.
Not like
just
that.
what
I mean, how Alucard looks.
Believe me, you're the only real issue that I had with season 3, and it's not going to be too spoilery. Don't worry. Is it's like
I'll forget anyway, so you're fine.
They really it was also season 2 and season 1 really. There's the female vampire, that basically wants the castle for herself.
Yep.
She is just completely misandrist. She's like, I hate all guys. They're only good for fucking and they're only good for sucking. Blood-wise, not blood-wise, folks. Blood-wise. But anyway, you naughty-minded people. Yeah, I can see that going through your head.
Phrasing.
I can literally see that going through your head, and you'd be like, "Wow."
Yeah, I'm just like, what? I'm not especially dirty-minded, but I'm like, wait, what?
You're getting there. But anyway, folks, yeah, this is going to wrap this up. This was actually we had 2 versus streams in one. Daddy brought his son to school, or Daddy brought his son to work day for a versus stream. There you go. So yeah, and that is going to wrap this one up. And
or rather, son brought his dad for Parents' Day.
Yeah, there you go. That works. So yeah, that's going to wrap this one up. And stay tuned for 2 weeks from yesterday or last night, because I had to push this one back. 2 weeks from last night will lead us into another awesome recommended coming from Stunning and Brave Megatron. It will be the Battle of the Planet Eaters, Galactus from Marvel Comics versus Unicron.
Nice. That'll be interesting.
Indeed. So definitely stay tuned for that. We also are going to have next week the final installment of the Planet of the Apes Caesar Trilogy discussions with Mads and Price is Right and Mad Mardigan, I believe. I think. I forgot who's on my freaking panels now. No, Mongo. That's right. Sorry, Mongo. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button on the way out. And be sure to sub to all of these lovely ladies and gents, because something tells me that Caitlin is going to get her nerd with the cigar going sometime. So yeah,
Yep.
definitely give her a sub. And if Soul Assassin was still here, he would be plugging all those channels. But I'm pretty sure that if you look up all of their channels, this is what their names are in the chat. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Riot Kitty does great animations, and she does great artwork. She is a very talented YouTuber. Angelus, what kind of stuff do you do?
I do gaming on my channel. Working on some reviews. So yeah, just stay tuned. And then I'm part of the gaming lounge.
Nice.
Yeah, I also do some breakdowns of various things that I find interesting. Like I just finished a manga, a Ruby Shonen Jump manga breakdown, and then I want to go into the Snyder cut versus the Whedon cut when I find the time to watch a 4-hour movie.
Right, that's right. You did say that you were going to do that, and I cannot wait to see that. That's going to be awesome.
Nice.
All right, folks. If you really want to do a raid, go over to Jade Shadow's channel, like right now, because she will be starting the Nerdy and the Lethal, or the Talk Nerdy to Me, the Nerdy Girls, her and Steph from My Nerdy Home. So yes, head over there because they're about to get going, and that's going to wrap up this one. See you all in 2 weeks. Until then, always remember, stay
Bye.
humble.
Bye.
Take care.